Hello everyone, good morning. Today we are going to discuss about global catalog and sites. So global catalog. So global catalog we'll talk about end of this class. Let's talk about sites. And before going to global catalog and site, we should discuss about directory partitions. So active directory partitions. These are very important. Myro. See, there are four partitions in the Active Directory. One is schema, and second one is configuration, and third one is domain, and fourth one is application. So these are the major partitions in the Active Directory. Major partitions in the Active Directory. That's loading. So, with what these partitions do, without these partitions, will the Active Directory work? No, Active Directory will not work without these partitions. Without this partitions, Active Directory will not work. So this is Active Directory partitions. Active Directory partitions. See, this is schema partition. Schema. And this is configuration. See, Active Directory divided into four partitions. So one is schema and another one is configuration and the third one is domain. And fourth one is application. Fourth one is application. So exactly what schema contains? Schema contains and definitions and rules for creating, manipulating all objects and attributes. So this schema contains all these objects. Active Directory uses. So schema contains definitions of the objects and rules of the object. And this object, see, this is attributes. So in the schema, this is templates in the schema. So everything is working for the object is because of schema partition. Because of schema partition. So this is important. And next, configuration. What configuration partitions contains? Configuration partition contains information about Active Directory structure. See, this is the Active Directory structure. No one will change the structure. No one until unless in the configuration, whatever we are creating here, it will change accordingly. But you cannot change this structure because of configuration. So in the configuration, it is uh, clearly says about Active Directory structure. So next, domain. It contains information about all domain specific objects created in the Active Directory. All domain specific objects will store here. Domain specific. See, if you create any user in this domain, that will be specific the object to the particular domain IBM. Okay, so and applications contains application data, forest DNS zones and domain DNS zones. So this applications partition contains DNS zones information. So we will discuss DNS going forward. So this DNS information, this application contains. So these four partitions, Active Directory have these four partitions. Without these four partitions, Active Directory cannot work. So all together, all the partition together is called Active Directory database. We NTDS.D8 is a database we have already discussed. So the database, Active Directory database is nothing but including these partitions. These are the database: schema, configuration, domain, application. All partition together is a Active Directory database. Okay, next, global catalog. So what is global catalog? Global catalog contains complete information of host domain and partial information of other domains in the forest. See, one global catalog. See, if you right click on it, go to properties. If you right click on it, one second, you can see the global catalog. You can see global catalog. No. Oh, here. Sorry. Here. Right click on it, go to properties. Oh, not sorry. Here. Tools, go to trust. Yeah, domain name trust. NTDS, one moment. Just confusion. Domain trust. Oh. So this global catalog contains information about domains and domain, host domain, and partial information of other domains in the forest. So how this global catalog helps us? Why, if they having information, if the domain global catalog have the information of domain and partial information of other domains, what helps us means, if you search anything before, while creating a trust relationship, I search other domains information, right? See, I search uh, group policy management. While adding a user here, I search the object of other domain, right? So that global catalog helps to search other domains information. So, account local user assignments. So I just allow login locally. So if I search any user, this is IBM. If I want to search anything in the ARN, for example, J, check. See, without the global catalog, we cannot find the J user. So now I'm able to find the J because of global catalog server. Because this global catalog server having information of other domains also. Other domains also. So that is the reason global catalog, it helps to find objects. Helps to find objects. Okay. So where the global catalog, where we can see the global catalog. Here, tools, sites and services. Yeah, here. Did you open sites and services? Okay, close this. Close this. close this, close this. Tools, sites and services. Click here. Yeah, it is open. Expand this. Default site, expand this, entity settings. Here, right click on it, go to properties. Here, see the global catalog. So this is by default enabled for every forest. We can see this. So that means this global catalog holds information of other domains in the forest. Okay. Now next. So we can no need to configure global catalog server because by default global catalog server is enabled everywhere. If you want to see here in this forest, you can see. ARN administrator, tools, sites and services. See, by default it will be enabled. You no need to enable. If uh, the, if that is not enabled, then you just enable it. That's it. Entity settings. Right click on it, go to properties. See, global catalog server is enabled. So we can also call this is a global catalog server, not only domain controller, and also it is a global catalog server. Okay. And so the physical structure of Active Directory. What is the physical structure of Active Directory? Physical structure of Active Directory means which is physical. See, domain controller is physical thing, but domain is a logical structure. Physical structure is it is existing. See, this is existing. Domain controller is existing. So this is physical structure. And domain controller is a physical structure and sites are physical structure. These are physical structure. What is the logical structure? Domain is a logical structure. Forest is a logical structure. See, our name is logical, but body is physical, right? Physically we are existing, but our name is logically existing. Are you able to touch your name? No, right? So likewise, this is a physical structure means we can see the Active Directory domain controller. You can see the domain controller and the sites, right? But you cannot uh, see domain. I mean, C means logical. Domain is a logical. Forest is a logical. That is a logical structure. And this is a physical structure. The best example is domain controller, like a human body. And the name is a logical. You cannot touch the name. That is called domain. So this is a physical structure of Active Directory. Sites and domain controller. Sites means Hyderabad, Bangalore. See, this is sites, site name. This is the default site name. So for example, let's say this is Hyderabad. So this is Bangalore. This site is Bangalore. So sites are exist, domain controllers are exist, but names are logical. Like domain is a logical name, forest is a logical name. There is no existence. Okay. So now we are making a link. We are creating a link between two sites. Say Hyderabad, Bangalore. There are two sites. So we are going to link up these two sites using Active Directory. So this is sites and site links. Okay. So over the internet, we will link these two sites. See, the same company, but having a different sites. See, let's say HCL. I'm just randomly taking the company name, just for giving the example. So this is HCL company, and this is Bangalore location. And this is the same company in Hyderabad as well. Okay. So anyway, these two sites are in the same forest, so they can able to communicate well. But we are creating the faster access between or the internet, or the public network, WAN. We are creating a site link. Creating a or the LAN or the WAN. This is WAN network, right? WAN. WAN means public network, internet, WAN, whatever we can call, we can call. But professionally, you can call public network or a WAN. So public network. Public network. So we can create a site link between these two sites to access the to faster access. To faster access. So sites. What is sites? A set of well-connected IP subnets. What is site here? A set of well-connected IP subnet. IP subnet is means computers. That's it. Client machines. Client machines. So IP subnet means client machines. Sites can be generally used for locating services, replication, group policies, applications. Sites are connected with a site link. A site can span multiple domains. A domain can span multiple sites. So a site have a multiple domains. In Hyderabad, have a multiple domains. And Bangalore have a multiple domains. So a domain can have a span of multiple sites. So this we are going to connect these two sites using site links. Using site links. So this is HCL. In the HCL Bangalore, DC is there. Like I'm just DC, okay, and systems, servers, sys1, many well-connected IP subnets. Okay. Here also Hyderabad DC domain controller systems. So now we can create a site link. Okay, let's site link between Bangalore and instead of Bangalore and Hyderabad. Let's say India, USA. So that will looks good. So we can make these two sites under the HCL forest. We can make a site link. We can make a site link so that these two sites information will replicate well, or the public network, and exchange the information very fast on the public network. There are many advantages. Okay, so this also you will get the you may not get the opportunity to create site links because everything was already created before. Okay, so let me create a site link. Any questions on the theory part? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now we will create a sites. After creating sites, we will link up the sites. Okay. But here there is no public. In the real time, we can link up these sites over the public network. But in our scenario, we don't have a much infrastructure like real time. I'm just creating two sites and link up the two sites in the VMware workstation itself. Okay. Okay. So go to DC. See, now let's move back this. This is a, so let's take this as a USA site, this domain controller. I'm taking this domain controller as a US domain controller, and this is India domain controller. Okay. So go to tools, sites and services. Click sites and services. Close this. Here also open sites and services. It will, I think it will take time to load sites and services. Yeah. Now right click on it, create a new site. Create a new site. So site name here, India. Click OK. Yes. There is site called India. Okay. Next, create another site. Right click on it, new site. USA. Okay. New two sites, India, USA. Okay. Now expand this default site. I will move this WinAD domain controller, WinAD domain controller to India. Okay. And I will move this domain controller, WinADs, move USA. See, here in India side, we have a domain controller, WinAD. In USA, we have a domain controller called WinADC. These two are domain controllers. In each side, we have a domain controller. So now we can make this two. If we create a site link between these two sites, then these objects will be synchronized or replicate over the public network. Okay. Now I will link up. I will create a link between India and USA. So create a site link, inter-site transport. Okay, expand this, click IP, right click on it, new site link. This is new site link. Click here and give us name India USA, site link name. Okay, site link name India USA. So move. select India USA to sites to here. Click OK. So now this is a site link. India. See, this is default site link. So I created new site link called India-USA site link. Now these two go to properties. Objects, security. Yeah, good. So now we can make a replication time schedule. For example, if you give a replication time, so based on the replication time, it will replicate. For example, I want to replicate these servers in the night time only. What? Okay. Select and not to replicate this time. So you can, one second, cancel. So you can make select particular time and select. So in the blue timings will if you give the blue, then these timings, these both sides will replicate, and the white cells time will not replicate both sides. So if you want to replicate 24/7 365 days, you can keep every cell as a blue, so that this both sides will replicate, so that vice versa replicate the data between these two sites, and file servers and domain controllers and other all printers, everything, every resource will sync between these two sites. Okay, so any questions? Any questions so far? And so here I given why global catalog server and infrastructure master shouldn't be on the same server. This is the interview question. So the infrastructure master is responsible for updating cross-domain membership. So if a user is a member of a group which is another domain, once a user is changed, you can see name got updated. See, global catalog server, what the global catalog server do? Global catalog server do hold the updates of the host domain and other domains, partial information of other domains. Okay, the fifth half information of other domains, full information of the host domain. So, and infrastructure master, if the infrastructure master will be placed in a global catalog server, okay, whenever it needs updated, it will try to find a global catalog. But in this case, both are in the same server. So the infrastructure master will believe that it has all the updates information. So there is a proverb, ఒక వరలో రెండు కత్తులు ఉండవని. Okay, so these two do same work. These two do same work, but if both are in the same server, what will happen? See, global catalog. Let's say I'll give you an example. Clear. This is the global catalog server. Global catalog server. This is important question, guys. You must get a question in the interview. This is a global catalog server. What these do? Holds ARN ARN domain information like DCs, ARN DCs, ARN DC and ADC information. So where the global catalog enabled? In DC. In DC, global catalog server is enabled. Then global catalog holds the information, half information ADC. Okay, half information ADC. If global catalog and infrastructure master. Infrastructure master is a what? Infrastructure master is a FSMO role, right? So what FSMO that infrastructure master do? Infrastructure master also do the same thing. What the same thing? Infrastructure master always collect the information. Infrastructure infrastructure master. Infrastructure master collecting the information of all the domains. See, this FSMO role to do make the forest up to date. In the forest, up to date, right? So in ARN.com forest, there are many domain controllers. So if any domain controller got updated, infrastructure master, that update will spread to all the domain controllers. All the domain controllers. But if the global catalog in that same server, infrastructure master and global catalog in the same server, what will happen? So infrastructure master, anyway, global catalog is there. Global catalog having information. So let me uh, contact the global catalog. Anyway, global catalog having information, I will take the update from the global catalog instead of going and grabbing the information, searching the information in all the domain controllers. Let's check with the global catalog. Anyway, it is near to me, so I'll check with the global catalog and I'll get the all forest information from the global catalog. So infrastructure master think that I will get the information from the global catalog server. Anyway, global catalog server having information. If infrastructure master and global catalog in the same server, but that is a wrong, because DC domain controller, because global catalog server holds half of the information of all the domains in the forest. But infrastructure master needs a full information to replicate that across the forest. But global catalog having half information. Then global catalog server having half information. So the infrastructure master needs a full information. So if both are in the same server, instead of going, the infrastructure master usually go and get the updates from all the domains in the forest. So it will not go and contact the global catalog server and trust the global catalog server and take the information from the global catalog server. But that is half information, not full information. So that is the reason. If infrastructure master have a half information, what will happen? He cannot, I mean, the infrastructure master cannot update the information across the forest, full information. So both should not be in the same server. If in the same server, infrastructure master trust global catalog and get the information from the global catalog. So, but global catalog having half information of all the domains. Now, better infrastructure master and global catalog should not be in the same server, right? So that is the reason both shouldn't be in the same server. This is the explanation, technical explanation. So you must get an interview question definitely. Why these both servers, why these both are not in the same server, shouldn't be in the same server because of this. Okay, that's all for today. Any questions? Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you all. Thanks for joining. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.
Sir,